Hi, this is Grand Catalina. That's the gate that comes into Grand Catalina. I'm out, oh, it's me again. I'm out looking for some dirt. It's ECQ, so I can't just go out and get dirt. But my tomato plants are about the height where I usually put them in big pots. It's the first time I'm going to grow tomato plants in the Philippines, and I know it's very hot here. So, you know, I'm looking at the soil that's the anthills. That soil is probably the worst soil I've ever seen in my life. But I'm thinking it might be great for Philippine sun because the sun is so brutal here. I don't think it'll hold moisture. Our normal soil would hold the moisture long enough to keep it alive after a couple of days. So I'm going to try the anthill soil. So I'm sort of looking around for an anthill. The main gate's behind me. I'm just cruising around. I'm going to just start circle around this way. They have this divided in two parts. This is Grand Catalina, and then over there is Grand Catalina too, but it's separated by a wall. I used to work water plants in America, but they were big water plants like Burbank and Chicago. I was the project manager, so I'm always curious with these little water plants. I don't know what kind of treatment they have here. I'm sure it's just water wells. You usually don't have to treat well water. In the States, they usually take chlorine, but you don't have to. So as long as there's no bacteria. But if there's bacteria, you have to chlorinate it, and it's a big deal. I can't really go into details, but this is way back in Grand Catalina. Had to switch arms. This thing gets heavy after a while. You know, I always thought that these converge somewhere, and I didn't know where, but it's right here. Holy cow! So now we're going to go. Well, we'll see where this goes. Yeah, they don't mow back here because they can't see it, I guess. I don't know. Anyway. See, there's some dirt back there. There's actually an anthill by my house that I'll probably get some dirt from. I got one plant that I got to transfer, and you know, if you want really good tomatoes, you know, I can really make some really good tomatoes. But like I said, it's the first time in the Philippines, and I noticed when you go to the store, the tomatoes are not that good, and I don't know why. And I think it's because in the summertime, starting about May, it's a rainy season, and it rains every day. I don't think it's enough sun, so you have these tomatoes that get ripe when there's no sun, and that means they're not wet. I mean, not wet. They're not red. They're building. It's odd how they build these houses. It's some people build it a little bit different, but mainly they're all built like that. So, but they do a really good job, and they use a lot of rebar. That one you can't really see the rebar, but maybe I'll show you the one next to our house. Back to our side of the fence. Back here, it's sort of smaller houses. But there's big houses mixed in, so. And this one, I don't know the story. I mean, I heard a little bit of the story, but I'm not really sure what the deal is. I don't like to spread any unnecessary rumors. You know, the COVID thing really hurt. I mean, our house was supposed to be built last year. From Japan, thinking we were going to be moving into our house, and it was delayed by a year because of COVID. And, it's no big deal because we had our house in Cebu. We got a chance to actually live in that house, even though when we bought that house, it was just by the airport, and it was just some place to rest before, you know, because we had come from America or Japan, whichever place we were at, and it was a place to rest and get our stuff. So we collected a lot of stuff. Now you've probably seen our house. I think that's actually 3 houses. In the house that we're in right now. And I told Golda to get rid of some of that stuff, but well, yeah, we'll see what happens. Okay. This is the other side of the Grand Village. There's the park again. We're circled around to where we started. This is the other side of the train line, Catalina. It's really easy to get lost because they converge right here. That's it. So if you go way down there, you'll get lost. You can't find your way out. Maybe they did that on purpose, I don't know. I'm going to circle around clockwise this time. They just started building this house. See, that soil there is so hard. It's, I don't know, I mean, I've seen crops grow in that soil, but they don't grow very good. Sort of reminds me of Oklahoma. It's just that the soil is the wrong color. I don't know who's building that house, but they're not doing a very good job. I'm real picky on our house, and I try not to be. But I can always fix it if it's not perfect, because I like my house perfect, and if there's just one thing that's not right, it'll bug me till I fix it. So yeah, I like how that house always has a lot of cars there. I think that's one family that owns both of those big houses. I don't know if all those people in those cars actually live there, but I always wondered, since there's always a lot of cars there. Oh yeah, the airport house is up here. I don't know, this guy over here has to have red lights on his house because the house is so high, or it's leftover Christmas decorations, I don't know. But we'll go over and take a look at it. This video is getting sort of long. I'm not sure if you guys want to hang out that long, but maybe I'll cruise over to the airport house and then maybe call it quits from there. You know, there's people that build these houses, and they actually stay on site. And, I think these people here, they build houses and then they stay right there. Alright. Oh, I went the wrong way. That's it. Other side of the wall for Grand Catalina right there. So actually I was looking the wrong way. The airport house is actually behind us. See, those people build houses in that house right there. They probably just finished that house, but they'll probably go right over and start building another house somewhere. That's Grand Forbes on the other side of that wall. There's a lot of big houses over there. I think that's where the biggest houses are. And then Pasadena, where our house is at, it's like the second biggest, even though people really wanted our property. And thank God we didn't sell. I had to pay cash for that lot. We were paying installments, and then we had some sort of mix-up, and thank God I had cash in my pocket at the time, and worked out the cash for that property. Not that it was cheap. I assure you it wasn't. This is the airport house, I think, right here. They had the red lights on. The red lights on top. So I think it might be at a certain height you have to get red lights on top. So that's it right there. not 100% sure that's the case, but I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you know, I guess they do that everywhere, but you know, I think it's 4 stories, but the thing is, it's so tall. Just like our house, I was afraid of flooding, and people say it never floods here. I guarantee you, when they build all these houses they're supposed to build with all this concrete, it'll flood. So it's just knowing how bad it's going to flood is what worries me. But I think 3 feet is plenty big enough. But like I said, they laughed at me for raising my house 3 feet. But I know I'm not the only one, so other people think ahead too. They had a big party at this house about a month ago. It was loud. I should have checked it out. I know. I mean, you know me. I like to snoop. So anyway, we're getting close to our house that we're renting. We're renting this house because our house will be done in less than 2 weeks, and then phase 2 of our house starts. So we're going to be here for like 6 months, and then it'll probably take about 6 months for phase 2. Anyway, I'm going to pick up some soil right here at this anthill. So I'll talk to you guys later. There's my truck down there, so talk to you later.